Dear Mr. Robbins, your ink defies gravity, and since your ink is a shadow ray of your being, you defy gravity. In the end, we all surrender to gravity, a great gift, I suspect. But during our airborne years, if we can pollinate clouds with strange seeds from the dark sides of our hearts, the sky jungles left behind will provide imagination fruit for centuries to come. But what is time to a time traveler? Legacy to a hunter of the eternal now. Anyway, I consider you a dear friend, someone who has kept me company during my travels through the Magic Theater initiations. Hessa, Haruki, you, Sly and the Family Stone. Who needs acquaintances when you can converse with the likes of you all? Thank you for showing up. If it aligns to converse with you on this episode, I would be honored. If not, I feel like we already have. Living on bonus time. Angel clock ticking backwards. Infinite love and respect. Z. Chapter 0. Dinosaurs, Flowers, and the Remarkable Invention of Zero Ambition. The intention of this creation is to surrender, to let go into the mystery, to stop attempting to control the journey and let something else drive. No agenda. This is, of course, a paradox, because by moving my pen across a page, I am willing a small universe into existence. My hope is that by sprinkling sparks onto paper, a divine wind will transform them into otherworldly flames that will burn with a mind of their own. May the ancestors, past, present, and future, bless this quest and guide us to where we are meant to be. May our hearts and minds be still enough to receive their guidance. Most of my life has been spent avoiding the void, escaping silence and staying busy at all costs. On the rare occasions when I cease chasing my mind's tail and allow what is beneath to rise, I am always filled with a feeling of overwhelming bliss. Joy with no apparent source floods my system, and smile wrinkles deepen like riverbeds after great rains. And yet I forget, again and again, exhausting my body and psyche with the endless pursuit of external satisfaction. Since we last spoke, I have traveled far and wide without leaving my home, journeying on the inky wings of Tom Robbins novels and soul music, spending my days with my wife and son, tending the garden that is our life. I sit writing this on a little farm in Malibu, where I take my son Rock twice a week to learn and play with a small group of children and parents. I stay with him at the farm, here if he needs me, while giving him space to interact with others on his own. This approach feels natural and right to me, not rushing or forcing his evolution, but allowing him to blossom at his own pace. And just like I am watching Rock eat raspberries and popcorn while I write this, I can feel angels nearby watching me. We are both in school, learning through play and pain, rewarded not by smarts and grades, but by joy and scars. The last poem my best friend Taylor sent me before he passed away has a line that will forever echo in my being. He wrote, "Like laying on a beach in the sun, drearily sleepy but never more alive, our destiny is probably to feel numb to wants. This sentence clicks like a key in my innermost chamber of self, unlocking a door long forgotten, numb to wants, suspicious of our mind's agenda, not needing to accomplish in order to feel worthy, simply to be. In his revolutionary novel, Jitterbug Perfume, Tom Robbins carved these words onto transformed trees. The physical frontiers have been conquered. The Industrial Revolution has shot its steely wad. In our age of high technology, the rough and tough manifestations of mammalian sensibility are no longer a help, but a hindrance. And the vestiges of reptilian sensibility, with its emphasis on territory and defense, are dangerous to an insane degree. We require a less physically aggressive, less rugged human being now. We need a more relaxed, contemplative, gentle, flexible kind of person, for only he or she can survive and expedite this very new system that is upon us. Only he or she can participate in the next evolutionary phase. It has definite spiritual overtones, this floral phase of consciousness. So then, how to transform into the floral version of myself? To pump the brakes on my mammalian racetrack and talk my reptilian down from its sniper's perch. Rooted, connected, photosynthesizing spiritual sunlight into creative expressions of funk, aroma, and vibrant colors only I can portray, unique to my DNA. Celebrating my nature in service of great nature, playing my part in the wilderness of the infinite void. Here's how. Plant yourself. Say what? There are many ways. Western minds have forgotten how to die without leaving the body. Here goes nothing, or everything. Let's see. I close my eyes and imagine a hearse. Someone is driving, but I can't tell who it is. Their face is partially shrouded by a hat. The hearse slows to a stop in front of me. The driver nods. I get in the back and lay down. Taylor's poem comes to mind, like laying on a beach, numb to wants. I feel myself disintegrating. My identity fades and I become completely present in the back of a hearse, bumping along. I can hear the faint sound of the driver humming along to a song spilling out of the hearse radio. Strange but familiar. The hearse stops. The driver gets out. The sounds of a door opening, closing. Boots crunching, gravel and dirt. The trunk opens. The driver lifts me, gentle but strong. I am a child again, growing backwards, now an infant, now a fetus, now a soul. The driver digs. Earth sounds, steady breathing, not my own. I notice no heartbeat in my chest, no chest for that matter, pure awareness. The driver plants me, says a prayer, and covers me with dirt. No fear, only peace. Optimism and hope, but complete satisfaction as I am. I drift off to sleep, a sleep without dreams. The void. For this season, we will be weaving crazy threads together, a wild quilt to keep us cozy on this void adventure. A little of this, a little of that. Nothing finished until the end, and even then. Welcome. You entered at your own risk. Please don't sue us for psyche splinters. What you bring is what you get. No promises, no insurance, just a jump, a leap, a fall. Wings will grow only when we stop resisting. So for now, enjoy the plummet. The summit is beneath us. The gods are tricksters, and the only way to win this game is to not play for a prize, but to play because you must. The wiggles in our bones are desperate to escape. Open the cage. And before we premiere the theme song for this episode, I will read a poem by my brother Taylor Cox. May he rest in poetry. Wild thing life. Peeking seals watch the shore for people and their ways of life. Aren't we curious life forms? We swim and walk and crawl and fly and burrow and rise. We die, we laugh, we cry, we share, we hold close to our heart's sacred secrets like ripe wine and buried gold. For the hell of it, we do it all. For the hell of it, we do nothing at all. If we could all accept God's comfort as the wild things do, we could all share a lifeline of graceful emotions and shivering goosebumps of glorious safety. Like laying on a beach in the sun, drearily sleepy but never more alive, our destiny is probably to feel numb to wants. For each meal and each passerby is a gift. I pray that these strangers remain kind. Perhaps with the glance of a loving eye, we can draw out their warmth, whomever walks our way. I prefer a long night's sleep, blow of the sand of the Tibetan mandala, and guide my tomorrow's touch to create a new blue swirl. My door is swinging always. Tumbleweeds and yellow birds and outlaws and lovers may enter here. We shall all share a language of some kind, if we are all wild as can be. An animal experience will take place, and that itself is art.
Let us just say work is work.
We've been in the mirror with a long face, wearing out our bones in the wrong race. Always on the phone, still lonely. Who decides the premise? Feeling dancing free, no silly cape. If only we could die and recalibrate. Reincarnate and never learn from mistakes. What a shame, but not today. Jitterbug awakening me with its fragrance. Olfactory, the chorus is not a melody at all. Raindrop falling from your eyes, baby. Pain is not the enemy. Even when you went crazy, ironically it was the sanest move that you could have made. I turn away from the light to the shade with my eyes closed. A scent that I sense, uncommon are these pennies that I spent on half asleep frog thoughts. Hit the pages with perfumey ink like vases full of wildflowers. Shattered my expectations in cages. Whoa, a free jungle, the bee bumbles for sweet mumblings. I've been building these poems, but boy, they keep crumbling. Fuck it and rocking chair, my cup overfloweth. Sentence like shadow ray from solar eclipse. Lighten up, she wrote in dust on mantelpiece. Lighten up, she wrote in dust on mantelpiece. Taylor.
My life ship controls after my little episode or mental breakdown or anxiety attack, whatever you want to call it. Something in me kind of said, okay, you're overwhelmed, Taylor. We're gonna take control. We're gonna guide this ship home. So my mind, that's usually in control, kind of just floated off. and an intuition took the driver's seat. If I would have listened to my mind, I would have stopped at a small mountain town saloon, drank beer, took shots, played pool, smoked cigarettes, forgotten about my problems. Temporarily, but either way. But there's no checking out in life, ever. I would have just confused myself and put myself further from the peaceful solution. I held brave, like a real person, and instead I sat with the sadness and I watched it paint a picture through me. I let my sadness kind of draw a sketch, and my sadness drove the car even for me, not pulling over at a saloon. But I did pull over, however. Very strangely, I started to pull over on different random highways as I was driving up to my father's house in the mountains. And I was listening to my sadness, and it said, "Pull over. I want to go into this field right now." And for some reason, because I knew that my mind was not in any good shape to make any decisions for me, I would pull over. What the hell are we doing in this field? I'd pull over in the rural highway, and I'd just walk through these fields of corn stalks and daisies and vineyards, and my sadness would say, film this right now. So I just filmed myself walking into the plants. Why the hell am I doing this? That's what I would have normally told myself. But remember, my mind was not in control. Something else in my psyche had the power right now. So I took my mind out for a walk in the field.
Revelation in the morning made me feel great. Lifetime's coming. Tax man fucking with me later in the day. Now I'm mad, now I'm sad. Nightmares all night long. Yeah, I twist and I turn. Yeah, I twist and I rookie on the couch, cup of coffee, and I bounce like the beat that my man sent. I'm so glad that you arrived outside the walls of all the lies. I'm so glad that you decided to meet me here. And now whatever happens will be ours. 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 For real.